Hello everybody and welcome to the video. Today we're going to be taking a look at JEANNE, the Light Paladin. So of course earlier today I was going through my roster of units and I was like, who needs to be re-runed? Because I do think you should do that every once in a while, because it's like, especially when you're trying to progress through the game. I mean, if you're someone who's only gotten giants and I don't know, a couple of the rift beasts done, you're going to notice that it's like you're ruining tons of units all at once when you're trying to make your way into spiritual realm or any dungeon at all, or heck, even if you're just trying to push yourself into the arena or whatever. You're going to be building tons of units all at one point, and you're going to forget about your old units. I mean, the likeliness of you having retouched and re-ruined some of your old units is very unlikely. And I mean, a lot of us do it. I mean, you look at some units like maybe my Vermos. It's like he could be much faster. He could be much tankier. I mean, he could definitely be much better than he is now, but he's not because I've been neglecting him a little bit. But I could definitely retouch on this guy. Same thing goes for I don't know. We'll grab a random unit like I mean, my Belladonna is decent, right? She's okay, but she could be better, and I know she could be better because I try to be a little bit picky. I mean, probably not. I'm sure a lot of you guys are way better at ruining your units, but I try to be somewhat picky with my units. So it's just like I was going through all my units. And I was like, who desperately needs it? And while some units definitely do need it, JEANNE needed it the most, because this is the JEANNE that Com2uS gave us through that free event. That event that you could do where if you completed certain parts of the game, you got a free unit. They gave you Belagear. They gave you every single pretty much fusible unit in the game. So it's just like I grabbed her. I was like, wow, the rune sets that they gave her are not the best that they could have given her. Her stats are definitely not the best that they could have been. It's one of two things. Either Com2uS doesn't know how to build units, which I wouldn't be surprised, or or they're just being stingy with runes, which we could also believe that. I'll let you guys decide what it is, whether it's Com2uS doesn't know how to rune monsters or they're just being stingy. Probably it's both. But yeah, I grabbed her. I stripped her of all of her runes. I threw some really good runes on her, at least good in my opinion. Really good artifacts. And I even, like, since I farm so fucking much, I had enough transmog stones, and I was like, who am I going to transmog? And dude, oh my god, I need me a woman like this in my life. I don't know, because they'd be like, oh, this is your ugly best friend, and she'd be like, yeah. No, for real, she fine though. So I was like, okay, this is just more of a reason to kind of make a video on her. So we got the transmog, we got her rebuilt, and she's fully skilled up. I mean, we're gonna get to see JEANNE at her finest, and I ain't just talking about the art. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look through her kit. We're gonna go through her stats, which I'm pretty proud of her stats. We're gonna go look at her runes, which again I'm pretty proud of the runes, and then we're gonna go dominate the battlefield. So let's not waste any time. Let's start off with her leader skill. Increases the resistance of ally monsters by 41%. This is universal, and I do think this is a leader skill that you will be using. I'm using it right now. Since I was able to kind of redo JEANNE a little bit, I did put her in my arena defense, and she is the leader in that one. So my arena defense is going to be pretty much based around surviving and just wasting as much time as possible. It's her. I know it's Riley, Jade, and I can't remember who else. I think it's Skogul, which I need to make a Skogul video soon, or probably tomorrow. But yeah, and it's just meant to be a very annoying team that it's like a few of the units have destroy on them, so they're even destroying HP, and they're just meant to survive and tank forever. You'll see it in a second, but it's just like resistance is going to be really, really big. I mean, debuffs are the name of the game. Resisting the debuffs, especially with again, you're already going to have this unit in a defense, and a lot of those units in that defense are already going to have high resistance. So adding this leader skill on top of it, it's just going to make it very hard for the enemy to take care of you. But really good leader skill. You're going to use this. I just thought I'd mention that. Skill 1 is called Justice Strike. Attacks and stuns the enemy for 1 turn with a 15% chance. On top of that, she recovers the HP of an ally, including yourself, with the lowest HP by 10% when you attack during your turn. This attack will deal more damage according to your max HP. Fully skilling this up will increase the damage and the harmful effect rate. This is actually a pretty decent skill 1. if you build her properly, and I think if you build her the way I built her, you will definitely be abusing the skill one. The skill one is a really, really big deal. One, it pairs very well with her skill three, especially depending on how you build her. If you were to like take advantage of this like through like revenge runes, for example, imagine revenge procking, stunning the enemy, and even if you don't stun the enemy, you're healing you or an ally with the lowest HP ratio. Imagine that in a defense where you're going revenge on her, and she's revenge procking and healing your team. On top of that, again, she's already going to be tanky because you're going to have her on max HP. You're going to have her on defense. It's like she's going to be hard to kill. She's going to be healing herself and her allies at the same time. It's just really good skill one. I know I always talk about hating the one turn thing, but it is what it is. On top of that, the 15% chance, could be better. But again, by scaling her up, you're going to, change it to 30%. It's good enough. The healing makes it really good. If the healing weren't there and it was just a stun, I wouldn't like it. But skill 2, Prayer of Protection. She removes all harmful effects on the ally and makes the ally invincible for one turn. Make the ally invincible for 2 turns if the target has no harmful effects. So, really good. She cleanses, invincibility. Every 3 turns when fully skilled up. It's 5 turns before skilling her up, but and I'll just double check that to make sure. But yeah, it's a really good skill one. Yeah, 5 turns. Skill 1, I said it's a really good skill 1. It's a really good skill 2. You're going to be using this a lot. But a cleanse, invincibility, really good. Skill 3 is called Cry of Provocation. Provokes all enemies for 2 turns and instantly recovers a turn every 4 turns. Without skill ups, it's every 6 turns. You want to skill this up. I mean, this is a built-in violent proc as well as a provoke. One way that you could potentially abuse this is by having her provoke all enemies. She's going to take another turn, and then you will grant invincibility onto her. And so the enemies will attack her. She'll take no damage, and then she will even revenge proc if you've built her on that revenge that I was mentioning earlier. So she has a pretty defensive kit, making it very hard for enemies to kind of take down your defense. I mean, you have the healing, you have the invincibility, and on top of that, she's pulling everyone's attention towards her, allowing your other allies to kind of start taking care of the enemies. So, very good support unit. Let's look at her stats. So, of course, you can see here, I gave her 126 bonus speed, 826 bonus defense, over 30,000 bonus HP, not a whole lot of attack, 49% resistance, which is decent, 62% accuracy. So I think my Jeanne is pretty decent. I'd like to see some other people's terrible Jeanne. This one's actually better. Very fast, very tanky, very resistant, but Swift Revenge, This is how you build Jeanne. Let's see. That is not how you build a Jeanne. That Jeanne is not so great. Blue runes, that's why. Usage, of course, every single defense. You can use her in attacks, which we will use her in attack. Violent Guard, it's at 51% because that's what Comtos gave everybody. Violent Revenge is definitely the number one build. She's taking tons of turns, and she's revenge procking every once in a while. Really good. Violent Will is always going to be the typical build you're going to see on any support anywhere. Violent Energy, I guess, for the HP thing. Violent Focus, whatever, Swift Energy. My build is a little bit different. Slot 2, speed, correct. Defense or HP, and then HP or defense here. Pretty much. Let's take a look at how mine is built. So, of course, I have her on double Revenge Destroy, actually. So she has a 30% chance at counterattacking. On top of that, anytime she does attack, she destroys enemies' HP by 30% of the damage dealt. A max of 4%, I guess. I don't know. She's destroying HP. So over time, the enemies just can't outlast me. They are on a time clock because every time she's going to counterattack, which she's going to be counterattacking a lot, it's just, you'll see the work that's going to go into here. But the double revenge is very important, again, for the skill 1. She's going to provoke with her skill 3. Everyone's going to be attacking her, and then with her skill 1, she's going to just be counterattacking, healing, stunning, the works. So here you can look at her runes or her things. Intangible. As cool as they are, man, never having grinds for it is annoying. Her artifacts, crit damage taken minus 9%, counterattack, co-op attack damage plus 3%. I tried to aim a little bit more towards a counterattack thing, to help with that. Damage taken from water minus 10%, attack and defense up effects plus 4%, So this is a decent artifact. It could definitely be better, but it is what it is. This next artifact actually like a bit. Counterattack co-op attack damage plus 12%, additional damage by 34% of speed, skill 1 recovery plus 9%, so she's going to heal more, and then skill 3 accuracy plus 10%, so she's going to be landing that provoke way more. But let's not waste any time. Let's get into the arena. So I kind of wanted to use the PvE arena thing as an example just to kind of show off what she could be doing. So this is not a player. This is obviously a bot. But the hope is that she would provoke. We could, dang. The hope is that she's gonna counterattack. Actually, I could just kind of throw this on. So see here, she's getting attacked. Even if she is gonna get her attack bar reduced, she's just gonna keep doing that nonsense. And you see, slowly but surely, the enemy's HP is getting destroyed. So in a defensive scenario, is that you can outlast the enemy. I assume with this again, alongside other defensive units like Jade or Riley. So So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. So let's get into an actual match. I guess this is somewhat of a annoying enemy team. How about we go full like safety here, just to kind of prove her. Actually, we'll use my arena defense team for now. Um, do one of these. So this team is going to be very tanky. My team. I know I'm not going to outspeed, but that's kind of the point with this. She's getting blasted, dude. Holy moly, dude. Um, one of these. So Skogul's Atlas Stone. Gonna provoke everybody. There we go. Place invincibility on herself. See if we can prevent her from being debuffed. See if we can get the cocky. Stun the cocky. Skogul is gonna be so freaking annoying. Oh, so we're gonna get probably double revenges, aren't we? Get the cocky. Double revenge. I like it. I like it a lot. Um, got the seal. One of these. Ooh. We're gonna provoke everybody, and then we'll use her skill 2 to cleanse Riley and kind of save her a little bit. Boom. Then Riley will save Jeanne. I'll do one of these. This is a very. I should let it auto. Actually, I'll let it auto just for the sake of it to kind of prove her defensive qualities. So I guess I'm kind of like a spectator. You see the destroy thing going on. Look at Cocky, Bernard, and Sameth's HP. You have the little red mark. That's the destroy effect. So they will never be able to heal to full. Come on, Skogul. I know you have Atlas Stone by now. You got the provoke off. We got everybody, dude. Oh, the defense break on Cocky is gonna be great. He's gonna kill the Cocky for sure, and the Bernard. He's gonna kill everybody. She's she's just countering, dude. Should we do this very same thing on the next fight and just like let it run auto? That'd be really nice. Gene hits for a good amount. Let's move on to the next defense, I guess. Okay, this is literally the very next defense. Should I go, this guy? Bulwark? I mean, he could use some work. Let me see if I can go in there and boost some of his stats. You guys will get to see it before and after. Let me grind him out a little bit. Okay, here we are. After. This is before and after. So he is much faster. I didn't pay attention to the other stats. I think he has far more HP defense. He looks decent. We're gonna turn this on, and I'm gonna let it auto. If we lose, we lose. But I want to see because it's like you would think this would be a defensive team. So should be fine. All right. Pop. One of these. We heal. There we go. Counter. We're just gonna heal a lot. Oh my gosh, dude. There's no way, dude. We don't do it, do we? She's just countering, dude. Provoke? She she's gonna die. Oh, we would have countered too, dude. The destroy is going crazy. I feel like I'm getting to watch this. I'm so glad I don't have to use my brain because I would have lost. I would have found a way to lose, dude. Letting the AI fight for me. That's gonna be the video, by the way. That's gonna be the video title. Jeanne Jeanne is essentially an auto battle monster. You just let her do her thing. Oh my gosh, dude. We are destroying this defense with our defense. My defense is better than yours. Oh, so many potential titles. Oh my god. He's gonna. Oh my god, he's gonna go crazy in a second. What was it? Freaking him. The healing goes crazy. To be fair, they don't have any main healers. But even if they didn't, again, give it enough time, even if I had to sit here for 10 years, it's like my team is just going to constantly heal. Our biggest chance to lose is at the beginning of the fight. Because once we get going, we get going. With all the defensive qualities of this team, with everyone pretty much having a heal except for Jade, or not Jade, Alice. It's just like, look at the whole team. I mean, the enemy team, again, doesn't have a healer, but still. 'Remember, I'm on auto, dude. Healed. Just healing, dude. 641 damage. So much damage. Yeah. This is actually so fun, dude. Okay, we're gonna go to the next one. One more. Okay, so this one should actually be pretty difficult, right? I mean, they have some pretty decent damage dealers. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, I could keep. God, what is your name? Gil Bulwark. Bulwark. I could keep Bulwark in technically. I could throw Cocky in here. Cocky would be nice. Yeah, let's go Cocky here. We're gonna straight auto it. If we lose, we lose. We're keeping the footage. Testament to Jeanne. Ooh, provocation. It takes the invincibility. Yeah, that was your one chance to kill us. You're never getting that chance again. You're never getting the chance to beat us, is what I meant to say. Cocky did a good job. They did a good job. Pat on the back. I could have just went Skogul, to be fair. Dude, the enemy's locked. I love Jean so much. She's just countering, dude. She don't care about your feelings. I don't like what I don't like what you said to me today at the playground. Oh yeah. How about that? Bam! Punch in the face. How about that? My words hurt you? How about stones? Get off my friend. Bam. Dead. Just the healing. It's just like she is such a great support. I have so many good things to say about her already. But no, it's not like we were questioning if she was a good unit. It's just she's a good unit, but she's made even better by the correct rune choices. I mean, again, the destroy going on, even if you want to bring your own tanky team versus my team, it's like unless you're bringing destroy as well, and it become like a destroy battle, it's just like what are your chances of winning, right? Because it's like look at the tankiness here. I throw this on auto and I win. There's no comeback this Vanessa can make. It was a guaranteed win from the start. I kind of want to do another battle, just for the sake of it, just for funsies. Provoked, dead. She's doing so much damage, dude. 4K skill 1. So what is there to say about Jeanne? Like, holy crap. What is there not to say about her, dude? First of all, she fine as fuck. The transmog makes her look good. Two, really fun. Obviously, that was really fun to watch. I mean, the fact that I went into some of these battles, just threw on, press play, and just kind of walk away. No, really nice. She's a really good support unit. Again, on the double revenge destroy, she's possibly like a must pick for your first arena defense. I mean, skill 1, stun, healing, skill 2, cleansing, invincibility, and third skill, provoke. You pair her up with 3 other defensive units that will stall out the enemy, you will come out with so many arena defense victories that is insane. Again, one thing that I kind of want to show you guys is I just threw this on, so I'll give you guys the results some other time. But this is like the defense I have now, and it's like maybe it's not the most powerful of units, but it's like we're gonna make a Skogul video the next someday. But it's just like look at some of these units. It's like they're not the best runed, but they were killing it. I mean, auto battle. They were on auto battle, and they were just not losing HP. And it's like Jeanne was attracting all the attention. She was healing, cleansing, invincibility. All that is just perfect for support. And the fact that you can fuse this monster makes her even better. I mean, she's definitely a must build. I highly recommend the Double Revenge Destroy. If anything else, I would say Double Revenge Nemesis is probably what I would choose because maybe with the attack bar increasing with getting hurt, but I think Double Revenge Destroy helps, guarantees the fact that your defense will probably win because you're destroying the enemy's defense or HP as she continues to counterattack. So it's just, you saw what we were doing with the Destroy. If you weren't paying attention, go look at those fights. In those fights, regardless if we were winning just super hard or if it was going to be a slow victory, the enemies were losing their HP. They were not going to be able to heal the full every single time. Eventually, they were going to lose. It was a matter of how long was it going to take for them to lose. So, with that being said, I want to know what you guys think about Jeanne, about the way I built her, about this fine ass transmog. 1 out of 10, MILF. I'll see you guys in the next in the next video. You guys have a good one. Peace.